So Ridiculous, this is the first canal ever dug out. You look on your table, just on, you can see on your map, this is the shape of the city. So all the long blue lines are the canals. And we are now in this called Single, that is the inner canal around the dam. So this is the first ever. It was dug out around the red light district, in fact. Later on extended a little bit. But this is the first canal ever dug out. In total 109 kilometers, that's 18 miles of canals in Amsterdam. So that's quite a length. So we set the route and Peter will bring us, for example, along Anne Frank House. Yeah. Well, walking and sailing to Amsterdam, you have to look up. The beauty is on the roofs. You see many houses with ornaments, houses with sometimes statues on the roof. Oh, by the way, there's a blue tire on the bike. You see the blue tire over there? Yeah. That's a rental bike for students. They can rent a bike like that for 15 euro a month. And just like I told you about the box bikes, students love those bikes. Cheap, can park there if you like, no traffic jam, and keeps you in good shape. And talking about special bikes, have a look down the right hand side, like we are now in Asia. Yeah. The rickshaws of Indonesia. Yeah. So in the very beginning, if you came in from, for example, Sweden with herring or cheese from Gouda, you asked the man who ordered, where is your warehouse? And he said, oh, it's along the canal behind the second tree. It was quite easy to find, but now look on your table. It's quite difficult to find the right warehouse. So that's why they start using the different type of gables. They're all different. And that's indeed the right word. They want to be different. So you could say, I have a bell-shaped gable, or a triangle one, or a rectangle one, etc. But after, well, some 100 years, there were a lot of bell-shaped gables. And then they start adding the gable stones. And gable stones are special, mostly positioned in the middle of the building. And telling something about the history of the building or the owner and so on. So do you see the holes here in the wall and the bar? See that? So underneath every bridge and in every lock you can find a hole in the bar. Nowadays we have a motor in our boat, but in the past no motors, only manpower. So there was a man, the rope around the chest, towing the ships along the canals. But as soon as you approach a lock or a bridge, you cannot walk on. So you hand over the rope to the man in the boat, and he has a stick with a hook, and he uses the bars in the holes to pull himself through the lock underneath the bridges. And then the rope comes up, and the next man starts towing. Later on they used horses, but I'm pretty happy I live nowadays. Believe me. Yeah. So my great-grandfather, he was a tower. Not here, but where I was born, close to Rotterdam. So it was a common profession, a common job. Here again, you see the holes in the wall and the bars.